Okay, guys, it's been a while, but I'm going to give you an update on my SongBest portfolio. SongBest allows you to buy music royalties, and each quarter, they, depending on the downloads and stuff like that, they distribute you a payment based off of, how many times the songs gets paid. So what they allow you to do is buy shares of the music royalty, and based off of the proportion of shares you get, they end up, paying you. Now, the thing about it is, I think this is more so for people who's into music and fans and they like to support. I kind of look at this as more like you like to support the artist, and then because it's your favorite artist, you can also earn money for them as well, versus then strictly picking the albums and stuff just for investment purposes. I think it's a more of the one where like you can support your artist that you like and also earn money as well. That's kind of how I look at it, but to each his own. So these are the shares, they're not that expensive. These are some of the, shares. $63. You have Young Thug, no, I'm right, $36. You have Beyonce, $36, and they also show the number of song shares. They call it song shares that you can get. And Beyonce countdown. So they have different song shares for the amount of different song shares and the price of it per share. So of course, the minimum you would have to do is one share, and that's the price on that side as well. Like, so it looks like they got some interesting one. Queen, I want it all. Beyonce there. Young Thug, I know him. The other ones not so much, but I mainly like listen to like rap and R&B. But and then they also had something called "Did you know you can create your own public record label?" And I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't look too much into it, but it looks like your it says your current bid limit, and I just thought that was kind of a little interesting. I didn't get too much into it, but the fact that you can kind of actually do it, that seems pretty cool. Now, anyway, so let's give you an update of my investments. So I had hit the Quan. I have Eric Kane recording. I'm not exactly sure who he is, and I have the Beyonce countdown. So yes, Beyonce. I need my royalties. I'm just joking. All right. So and they show you the ownership certificates as well. This is actually the first time I've seen what look like. It says certification of ownership, hit the Quan, presented to Eamon Dow for purchase of units, of one and two. So I mean, it's pretty cool. You can hang up on the wall, something like that, a little flex, something like that. But anyway, so let's go to the dashboard. So the total amount invested was $266. Total royalty received $62.26, and the previous quarter royalty received is $6.76. So I think they did a good job of tracking this information as far as and keep in mind too. I'll let me make sure. Okay. So the first one, this is all together, and they just show you the amount that you get quarterly from back when I first got them in 2022 and 2025. Now keep in mind, I got them at different time period. Oh, and by the way, this is the information that they give you. A lot of times they show you everything, the breakdown, how the song's been performing, how much money the song has made in the last 12 months. Some of them for longer songs they have a longer track record, but for newer ones it's kind of hard because you don't really have much information to base it off of. But let's go back to the dashboard. Hit the Quan. I had, like I said, I had this one since 2022. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. So hit the Quan. This is how much money that I've earned from. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So you can look at the graph. We'll put it lifetime, so you can see $2.74 there. $1.30 there. 2023, $1.30. 98 cents. $1.90. $1.19, and $1.19, and I end up paying $16 for hit the pawn. Now, one of the things I would like to see if you could actually sell the share, because right now you can't. They don't have it where you can sell the share. To me, if you can sell a share, it would make it more appealing. But because you can't sell it, you just well, they can sell it, but you can't sell it. It kind of puts you real limited. So because at least if you could sell it, if you see the royalties kind of going down, you can just kind of just sell it and get your initial investment back, and you would kind of keep the royalties. Now, royalties can be a little steady depending on the artist, but as far as the amount you get, you can't. I wouldn't expect a substantial amount, but for a more mature artist, you can get like a decent, consistent amount. If we go to Beyonce, now Beyonce's I paid $150 per share, and for the total I got $30. Eric, I got $21 and 20. I invested $100, and as far as royalty up to this date, I got $21 and 27 cents. Now for Beyonce, the payments start coming in 2023. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me. Did I switch it? Yeah. Okay, so it is right. So Beyonce 2023, $1.07, $4, $4, $4. And by the way, these each quarter, $3, $4, $3. I'm not sure what happened there. $0, and then it went back up to $4.84. So it looks like they were kind of averaging probably between the 3 and 4 range. If you kind of flatten that out, I'm not exactly sure what happened there. But in for the Eric Kane, this one I paid $100 for, and this one I got in 2023, quarter two, $3.36, $3.48, $3.80, $1.50, $2.33, $1.80, and $1.98 cents. So yeah, overall, I think it's pretty interesting. When it comes to like the music industry, I'm not really that I would say I know too much about the royalties, so this is kind of definitely new to me. For me, what I put any serious money into it, not really. But I do think it's pretty cool the fact that they allowing this is the only site that I know of that allows you to buy music shares where you can collect royalty from very popular artists like Beyonce, Young Thug, all types of artists. I'll have to probably track it a little bit more. Like I said, I think one of the biggest downsides is you can't sell the share. I think if you could sell the share, it would, make it a lot more appealing. But given what I'm seeing, it's not, I mean, it's not bad. If you could actually sell they have it where you could sell the share. Um, that would be kind of a dope. Now, what types of things that you would look for, like if you were like looking at it from an investor perspective and like the best picks, I don't really, know too much. The best thing I could tell you is just kind of look at maybe how popular the artist will be. Is there any catalyst for them to get more downloads? Are they a growing artist? How well did their other previous songs did? Do they have Are they an artist that have a huge fan base? Maybe check their social media presence. Maybe see how many downloads they get on different platforms, and just see how well their other songs did. The previous quarter royalty receive is $6 and cent. Now the thing I would like about it is I would like if you like you can kind of change it and you can see these numbers, but I mean these numbers are just for the total but they do allow you to toggle around with it with the artists and things like that. So I think that's sufficient. I mean, it would also would be nice. They don't have to do it if they end up, putting like a yield to the music royalties. That's basically what this is, because it's gonna be like a dividend yield. I mean, you can easily do the math, but I would like to see like the annual yield. I mean, just to make it, you can always do the calculations yourself, but to have the annual yield and do it annually, that would probably be good as well. But yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. Let me know in the comments below what do you think. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel.